Welcome to another Adobe Script tutorial. I have a short script I think you'll find useful. I call it Get Properties. I'll start in Photoshop, but the script works in any Adobe app. First, make a variable target and assign to it the object you want to know about. We'll begin with the active document. Next, we need a file object to write out the properties. New File, and note that's capital F, the app file object. The argument is the full path to the file. I want to save it at the same location as the script. To get that location, use the built-in variable $.filename. That's a reference to the currently running script, this script. Make a new file object of that, then access the property path. That's the folder it's in. Then add to that a /path separator, then the file name properties.txt. Now open the file with the W argument. This means write, and more than that, though not obvious, the value creates a new file even if one already exists. So anything old is cleared away, and the result is new information. To get properties, use a special kind of for loop. For in. This loops over properties of an object, and in this example, assigns each property to our variable property. You might see this in code as key rather than property, when thinking of properties as key-value pairs, another way to describe them. Next, we want the property's value. The typical way to get a property value of an object is dot notation. The object name, a dot, then the property name. But that won't work here. The variable property is a string value, the name of the property. To say object.property would be the literal property name property. There's another way to get the value. The object name, bracket, the property name as a string, and end bracket. This is called bracket notation. It's not used often, but sometimes it's vital. For example, when a property name has spaces, then bracket notation is the only way. And in this case, when the property name is a string value. I've wrapped this in a try-catch block because some properties have nothing to access and throw an error. So we try, file, write ln for write line, and pass the argument of what to write. Property, a string value of its name, a colon, then the value of the property accessed using bracket notation. If there's nothing to access, it's an error, so the catch block executes and writes failed to get value. Then close the file. And finally, an alert to let us know the script is done. Let's try it. I've already made an action to run the script. To see how this is done, watch my videos about installing scripts. Links are in the description. The file properties.txt is output to the same folder as the script. Open that, and we get all the properties for the open document. Some list failed to get value because there's nothing to get. For example, color profile name. The image isn't color managed, so there isn't a profile assigned. Also notice some values are wrapped in brackets. These values are objects or a collection of objects. For example, layers. Let's drill down some and find properties for the first layer. Go to the line that assigns the active doc to the variable target and extend it. Dot, layers, 0. Save and run the script again. Now we get the properties of layer 0, the first layer. It's a text layer. It has a property text item, an object. Let's learn more. Extend the target with a dot and text item. Save and run the script again. Now we get new information. There's the contents. The font. and its size. Doing this tells us two things. First, what the available properties are, and second, what the values of those properties are. Both are useful when developing script code. The same script also works for InDesign. We'll start again with the active document. There it is. Now get more specific. Add a dot, page items, 0. It's a text frame. There's the contents. Now get the first paragraph. Add a dot, paragraphs, and 0. You get the idea. This little script has helped me many times when trying to figure out properties I want to modify with a script. You can use it too. Get the script at the link in the description. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe so you're notified of future videos. Also, leave a comment. I always like to hear from you. All feedback is welcome. There are plenty of other tutorials. Click the video or playlist on screen for more. Thank you for watching.